friends, welcome back to Bug Fables. But Missy Spooks, you did the grand finale. What are you talking about? Back to Bug Fables. Well, there's actually one big thing that we haven't done that I really didn't have time and I was really sleepy. And one small thing that we haven't done that was really recommended that I do. We're gonna do the small thing first, which is to talk to this guy. So this guy we found in the live stream. You friends, I bear great news. I am Bugarian once more. And I've got the paperwork to prove it. See? Witness this Bugarian certificate. Congratulations, pet, and I'm glad to hear the queen repaid your help. Yeah, what's next for you? More science, of course. Kara, not gonna move. This isn't part of the ant kingdom. Aha! You would be wrong there, miss. It's all in the certificate. This plot of land was gifted to the ant kingdom by the termites. Yeah, they got rid of you so fast. What a gift. Phew, it's good to be home. Woohoo! Yay! That's funny. So, I was told that, like, doing this was kind of like just worth like the animation. So what this guy does is he can take your stats and you can rearrange them. Be like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Kind of like how the sketchy dudes in Paper Mario work. You really sure all medals you have will be unequipped? Sure, I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, let's start. Woo! It is done! Check your key items. I have put the potions there. Come back later if you need any more of my services. Wow, I'm so weak and feeble! So if I look at my key items, wow, so these are all of the things that I did every time I leveled up, right? Super TP. Double the portion of potato potion increases HP by 1. Okay, hold on. Are these all different? No, aka the Spuds Buds, so it's potatoes. Aka the Nano Narcolepsy, a power nap between turns can do wonders, and this is MP. And then aka the Fat Tea. If you're not opposed to adipose, increases party's TP by 3. Well, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a different one. There's the super, and then there's the normal one. AKA the Aphid Aphib. Extracting aphid cuteness has never looked so humane. And then AKA the Berry Brew, the economic alternative to exploration. And this is TP by 1, and this is TP by 3. So, I think these regular ones are when I would get like a heart berry and it would increase HP by 1, and TP, this is that other item that would just like, that comes from the items. These ones come from, no, this one's super is by 1 as well. Oh, HP potion, this is only one ally. So this is just one person's and this is the entire team's. Okay, got it. These are great. These are fantastic. I love that. Oh, attack potion. The AKA not so funny honey. Leave your enemies in stitches. Ha 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 ha. The shell queller. Numbnail ministration's dull, painful sensations. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. All right, now potion conversion. I mean, I don't want to, but I just want to see what it does. So the MP, I mean, not that I'm gonna do anything. So do it to a super potion. Okay. Super HP. All right, I want my thing back. Not that I really think I need to, but and then it was a super TP potion. I'm just pulling out a gigantic needle. So that's really cool. So I am basically level 0 right now. How cool. Oh, cool. All right. Now, I got to see that and see what that looked like. Now, I am going to go through this. The Bestiary. This was my main goal for today. The one thing that I did not do in the live stream. I have been told that there is lore here. Hidden secret lore. And after we found that secret lore in the secret lab, in the live stream, I'm all just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a hot second. So I'm actually really excited about this. I'm going to sit here, I have my tea, and I'm going to read through these. And we're all going to have a grand time. The common seedling, characterized by the rectangular flower adorning its head, is one of the most common species in the world. They are tenacious and have a huge appetite, which they sate by devouring farmers' crops. They can use the flower on their heads to fly, although it can be ripped out, it grows back within a week. It's one of those stupid, annoying seedlings. They're all over the outskirts, but don't even drop good items. Let's just beat them up already. So this would be like if you spied them from the certain character, this would be what they said, which is really cool because I spied them from one and I'm like, man, I really wonder what the other characters would say. Well, now you get to know. It seems this land has seedlings as well. Despite their adorable looks, they plague many fields and have no qualms devouring crops. See, stuff like that. This land has seedlings as well. Kabbu, where do you come from? Where do you come from, Kabbu? I want to know. I want to know so bad. Although weak and puny in comparison to me, their flying variation is troublesome as I can't reach it. I'll have to ask V for help. What a cute creature. It's almost a shame that we must fight it. Our basic ice magic cannot reach it while it is flying. Guess V will have to bring it down. Perhaps we could keep one as a pet. V would have lots of fun taking care of it. Aw. The acornling. To protect themselves from the many predators of the Golden Hills, these seedlings gave up their ability to fly for a hard outer shell. This doesn't stop acornlings from being attacked, but their survival rates have gone up massively. Seriously? A seedling with a hat? My beamerang can't pierce through it. Kabbu's gonna have to flip it. What a sturdy little creature. Its appearance truly betrays its resilience, but alas, it will be no match for my horn. Honestly, seedlings are way cuter, and less annoying to deal with too. Let's team up with Kabbu and freeze it while it's flipped. The underling. Aggressive without provocation, this seedling variant creates confusion amongst scholars. Despite evolving in an area without predators and having abundant food, they have developed short tempers and even poisonous attacks. Sus. Even more ironically, they've become delicious when cooked. Researchers won't stop until they figure out why this creature evolved to make its own life more difficult. Oh my goodness. These seedlings burrow? Ugh, it's gonna be karma for all those flying seedlings. Help me out, Leif. Dear Venus, must we truly deal with such stubborn and irritable creatures? I could try to dig after it myself, but we'll have to rely on Leif to unearth it instead. Oh, this must be the underling that the chefs tend to mention. Of course, Leif's all about the food. Poisonous, but sweet. If it digs under, we'll use magic to bring it up. Let's try to capture one. For research. The cattling. A member of the seedling family, these plants evolved a hard shell with spikes to protect themselves from travelers and creatures scavenging for food in the lost lands. Sorry, my cat's being weird. Cats are weird. The shell also helps them retain water in their bodies for long periods of time. They can shoot out their spikes for projectile attacks and also use them to ram in enemies, causing piercing damage. Not bludgeoning damage, not slashing damage, piercing damage. Very important. Their spikes grow back very quickly, and sometimes travelers harvest them to make weapons and other goods. Seriously? This is a seedling? I just don't get the science sometimes. A bit too tough for the beamerang. Better let Kabbu handle it. Incredible. I truly believe this to be a cactus. What an impressive disguise. Still, if it stands in our way, I should flip it over. Let's go, team. Seriously, there's no way anyone would fall for such a cheap disguise. We're almost offended. Our ice magic will put in some work as soon as Kabbu flips it over. I love their personalities. I love how it stays true to that so much. God, this game's brilliant. The flowerling. These flying seedlings embody friendship, codependence, and cute things. Completely awful at fighting, they've struck a deal with the local creatures. In exchange for support, it will be protected. That's why you die first. As an unexpected side effect, creatures fight each other to become its partner. I wonder how many seedling types there are. This one's really weak. Guess it needs others to fight its battles. Kabbu said to focus it, but I'd rather leave it for last. No, do not. Curse you, adorable yet levitating foe. Must you hover so insultingly close to my horn's range? It supports its allies in many ways. It may be worth asking V to eliminate it first. What a cute little seedling. It'd fit right in along with the rest of our team, wouldn't it? Seems it doesn't want to join us, though. Guess we best knock it down gently to stop its supporting moves. Gently knock it down. The Pumpling! This seedling has adapted to the Forsaken Land, sacrificing cuteness and speed for power and monstrous defense. Although some say it's delicious, the truth is it's almost impossible to take a bite out of it. Yeah, it had a lot of defense. Alright then, this ain't good. It's fat and way too sturdy. If I'm gonna hurt it, I'll need some piercing skills. I think I'll have to rely on Kabbu and Leif for this one. This humongous creature sports armor soldiers would be most envious of. My horn can only barely hurt it, even when I'm at the front. It may be wise to save our skills for this behemoth. Ugh, it's hideous. And it's got some defense. We could barely hurt it, even if we give it our all. Kabbu's probably the best one for this job. Hope we don't waste too many skills. Actually, Bow Wow is glorious. Got like, you know when you have like something in the back of your throat and you're just like gang, 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 this whole time? Sorry, that's why I'm being weird right now. This is gonna be an interesting video. No, I'm like, I feel there's like a piece of egg in the back of my throat and I have to read a whole lot of stuff. The golden seedling. This infamous golden seedling shows up in tales across generations despite its rarity. Said to bring the best of luck and wealth to those who find it. Many have expended their time and savings hunting for them. Yeah, I mean, I know where to find them completely and, like, kill lots of them, so. Despite its appearance, it is nimble and powerful. One must take care when going for the prize. Whoa! A golden seedling! Their tangy berries sell for dozens! We're gonna be rich! Wait, what's this defense? Only my first hit's working! We gotta find a way to stop it from running! I mean, you just hit it with everybody. Incredible! This is the golden seedling of legends! It brings fortune, health, and love if one can best it. It has unholy defenses. Not even my piercing horn is getting through. I think we need a way to prevent its escape while we whittle it down. So, this is a golden seedling. Such inviting colors and cute demeanor. We'll be pleased to capture and raise one, It's resisting even our ice magic. So it's powerful, too. We must make sure it doesn't escape while it's subdued. The zombie ant. God, I remember facing these for the first time. It was so creepy. Zombie ants are a popular folktale. A story told to children to keep them from venturing into caves. Disturbing reports have shown that Snakemouth Den seems to be inhabited with the real thing. Caution is advised while a thorough investigation is held. Beef, that ant is possessed! No way! That's just a story the queen tells kids to scare them. This is too creepy. I'm gonna take it out. By Venus, an ant that walks after its passing? A zombie ant! I truly believe they were nothing more than a myth. It is my duty as a fellow explorer to end its suffering. Cordyceps. I still don't know how to say that. Cordyceps? Cordyceps. I feel like cordyceps is how you say that. It seems it picked an ant as its host. How weird that it would attack us. I wonder if that is Leif acknowledging what he is? I mean, like, why is he attacking us? We're one of them. I think that would be. It's nothing special. Our attack should take it out quickly. How weird that it would attack us. Interesting. And this is all the way back in chapter 1. So if you had read that back in chapter 1, you wouldn't really understand that. But like now at the end of all things, like how, you know, how weird that it would attack us. This is Leif acknowledging what he is way before the secret lab. That's cool. That's really interesting. That's why I love doing this at the very end, being like, wait a minute. The zombie! One of Snakemouth Lab's forgotten experiments. The noble goal of creating a bee with infinite stamina and strong wings quickly turned into a tragedy. Whoa! Why are there bees in here? This is awful! Ugh, Leif, can you use your ice magic on them? By V's translucent wings. Are you cursing by, like, V? What sort of unholy experiments could be conducted here? Leif, stay resolute. Your magic will be critical if we are to triumph. Ugh. This is not right. This feeling is... focus. We'll just freeze everything on the path to the truth. Leif, my baby. Leif, my baby. That was my favorite part of this entire game. Oh, Zombeetles. Those were rough. Poor kidnapped beetles who suffered unexpected side effects in Snakemouth Lab. The goal was to create a powerful beetle who could dig to the other side of the world. The result was a fierce, violent monster who does nasty AoE damage. No way! It wasn't just zombies! It's like this place is cursed. It's super tough. I'm gonna need the others' help. What a tragedy to see a fellow beetle befall this fate. It's Carapace is absurdly tough. Leif, support me as I strike it. Why is this so familiar? We're feeling dizzy. We can't faint now. We must support Kabbu in piercing its defense. My baby. My baby. The jelly shroom. Data on this species is anecdotal, as it's a new organism discovered by a trio of explorers in Snakemouth Den. It camouflages itself as a regular shroom, and it attacks nearby beings it feels threatened by. Cripes! Is that a flying mushroom? This cave does some weird stuff to things. I'll knock it out of the air. By the queen, what an abomination! I cannot hurt this beast while it is airborne. V, will you lend me your strength? Oh, mushrooms get crazier by the day. I love the difference between these. Oh, jeez, that's weird. Although some of our skills could finish it off quickly, V, help save us some TP. Oh, gee. I want the Bug Fables movie. That's what I want. I want the Bug Fables movie of just like these two of like, whoa, and Leif's like, oh, I could eat that. A bloat shroom. A toxic, massive shroom lying in the hidden parts of Snakemouth. Although blind, it can navigate by feeling vibrations in the soil and air. When it feels threatened, it shoots powerful poison gas. Leif, how can such a big thing jump that high? Watch out, everyone! It's poisonous too. Good thing I've brought my secret stash. Leif, let's pull out some ice moves. Ooh, I just stumbled all over that one, didn't I? Everyone hold your breath. This humongous creature emits poison gas. Leif, I know we asked too much of you, but focus your ice attacks on it quickly. I would love to go back to like the first meeting of Kabbu, Leif, and V, and just kind of see that whole encounter again and see if I would have different insights from it. This hideous thing, we feel it holds some connection to the jelly shroom. It should be equally weak to ice. Let's be wary of its poison and counterattack. Inichus? Inichus, I'm gonna go with that. Inichus is a multi-legged caterpillar covered in sturdy, spiky armor. It's in the early stages of its life, and it was supposed to become a butterfly. However, the strange atmosphere in Snakemouth Den altered it in weird ways. It will forever be a violent, irrational caterpillar. Oh, that's sad. What's up with this thing? It's like a spiky pill bug. Its armor is really strong, so I can barely hurt it. I bet Kabbu can flip it over, though. And Inichus, this spiky bug, is still in its larval stage. Although it has impressive armor, it stands no chance against my horn. This thing is really annoying. Ice feels like it should pierce the armor, but it doesn't. Kabbu, flip this nuisance. The Denmuki. These lesser caterpillars roam around the honey factory, attracted by the abundant electricity in the area. They are able to store electricity in their bodies, which they use to protect themselves from predators and the bees. While pests, they help regulate the excess energy the core releases now and then, so the bees let them roam the factory while carefully avoiding their shocks. Interesting. Now, someone let the Denmukis out of their cage. We're gonna have to smack them before they zap us. Denmukis! Their electrified fur can power gadgets for days. I hope it won't shock me. I despise being shocked. Ouch, we got shocked trying to pet it. I love Leif! This critter seems to be quite charged. We must block carefully or we'll be getting numbed for real. The Madsfly. With a face only a mother could love, the mad's fly grumpily trudges along the swamplands. It's poisonous to eat, thorny to touch, and deafening to hear its wails. One could say it has adapted to its habitat perfectly. Eep! Kabbu, flip it over. It's so creepy. I get numb just hearing it, as if the swamp wasn't spooky enough. Okay, I'm fine now. Let's go. What a pitiful creature born to bear the face of evil and treat others so poorly. I shall lower its guard so we may dispatch it swiftly before its wails can stun us. This is the most hideous critter we've ever encountered. Its dreadful voice shocks us to the core. We hope its high defenses protect its self-esteem as well. Kabbu, flip it over. We've got a special icicle waiting for it. You can tell how much love went into this game by, like, the sheer amount of detail in this game. Like, absolutely. Care and love. But I can tell whoever was responsible for the writing of Leif truly, truly loved Leif as much as I do. The Numbnail. This one-eyed snail travels slowly across the golden region. It used to be hunted by bug kind due to the usefulness of its shell and the good taste of its meat. To combat this, it developed sedative laser eyes. Hold on, doesn't it only have one eye? So wouldn't it be developed a sedative laser eye to defend off its many predators? And they've mostly been left alone in recent times. History books use it as the reference point for commodities becoming luxuries. Hi, a Numbnail! I hear Numbnail sedatives go for a lot of berries on the market. I'll try to take some for myself when Kabbu flips it out of its shell. Oh, isn't this a Numbnail? I've read that it's quite the endangered species. Perhaps we should flee and leave it alone. But if we are left with no other choice, I will bring it out of its shell. Take care with its sedating attacks. Sorry, my cat is demanding pets while I do this. What a hideous snail. It's all slimy and disgusting. It's stubborn, too, going into its shell when under our attacks. Maybe Kabbu can draw it out. Let's make sure not to be hit by its sedatives. The Iron Nail. Only the toughest, fastest, and strongest of snails could manage to survive in the Forsaken Lands. Enter the Numbnail, capable of firing sedating beams and moving at high speeds. They've developed a hatred of non-foggy areas, sparing the other parts of Bugaria from their wrath. Oi! Aren't snails slow and stuff? The Forsaken Lands are really super dangerous. We can still fight them just like they're Numbnails, right? Right, Kabbu? What speed? We cannot underestimate any creature that can survive in such a land. Beware its sedatives. I shall drag it out of its shell when it retreats. We got caught off guard by its movements. It mustn't happen again. We almost got put to sleep. Kabbu, drag it out of its shell, then we shall freeze it in its tracks. The midge. These guys are so annoying. Midges are said to be distant relatives of mosquitoes, but making that comparison is a quick way to get in a fight. Usually found in caves, midges hunt together and will protect each other when a member of their pack is attacked. Yeah, oh my gosh, they get like 500 attacks. It made it so annoying in the Cave of Trials. They can use their proboscises to suck fluids from their prey, recovering from any damage received extremely quickly. Said proboscis. It's like my brain knows the word and I know the word, but sometimes my mouth does not cooperate. Proboscis. Said proboscis also doubles as a sharp weapon, which they will not shy away from when used to pierce enemies. Heck, I got stings everywhere. It just keeps hitting me back. I should try to take it out in one attack. Midges. Their stings get so itchy, but even so, I should draw in their group attack so V can knock them all down safely. These creatures, when we hit one, the rest gang up on us. We should try freezing them all at once to see what they'll do then. Chomper. These vicious plants see bugs as meals and roam the golden region. They're always looking for their next smack, and tourists must be wary of them. Although small, they can quickly multiply if left alone. They must never be underestimated. Chompers are the worst. They bite you really hard and even heal while doing it, and then they summon their tinier, annoying chompers. I'm gonna take it out before it can. Chompers. They reproduce quickly and eat voraciously with their sharp teeth. I will strike them down before they can heal by biting us. This thing, it's kind of funny, isn't it? Just the way that it dances. The little one it summons are even funnier. Its bites heal it, though. We'll destroy it quickly with ice magic. Chomper Brute. Oh, I hate these guys. This chomper has grown large and strong due to being in great proximity to both its mother and very fertile areas. It can spawn very young chompers, and its bite can pierce through rock. Whoa! What do they feed this thing? We gotta be careful. Let's gang up on it before it makes too many chompers. Thanks, Drizzy. I'm sorry, I'm not petting her enough, so she's gotta get my way. An enlarged version of a chomper. We must be near its nest then. It must be protecting its territory. We're sorry, you poor creature, but we cannot let you stop us. Just turn the camera so you can enjoy at least some of it. Well, alright, maybe not. The camera doesn't turn. Camera doesn't turn. I'm very sorry. You get some tail. Chompers are cute when they're small. This one's lost a lot of the charm, but we best freeze it up before it spawns too many reinforcements. The wild chomper. These chompers have grown immobile so they can absorb the rich nutrients of the far grasslands. They've developed the ability to shoot seeds over great distances and can extend their roots to strike and snare their prey. Otherwise, they lay with their mouths open in hopes some careless bug will fall into them. They are also capable of producing smaller chompers like their Golden Hills counterpart, which will soon set root and become new wild chompers. Hello, Drizzy. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? I don't have much to say. It's just an angry plant, really. Weak to ice and stuff. Nothing new. It does heal up, so we gotta focus it down or it'll just get back up. Yeah, the healing was very annoying. If only this creature would stop shooting seeds at us, we could walk past without a fight. Maybe if Leif manages to freeze... Why are you rubbing on my microphone, you weirdo? Maybe if Leif manages to freeze it, we could just avoid it. Ain't this the living version of a security turret? Fortunately, this one's weak to ice. As long as we block its vines and seeds, it shouldn't be a challenge. The Weevil! Rumored to be closely related to beetles, these predators are often found searching the golden region for food. They are herbivores, but will attack nearby bugs should they be disturbed. Some claim to have tamed weevils as loyal partners, but these claims haven't been confirmed. Evil Weevil! I don't have the best memories of them. Let's get Kabbu to take the hits while we beat them up. A weevil, such a ferocious beast. It attacks anything that moves. I've heard they can even increase their own power. We must end this battle quickly. Whoa, easy there. This beast doesn't look like it can be reasoned with. It's quite fierce, too. We should discipline it before it can give us much trouble. Yes, discipline the weevil. A psycorp. The rustling sound of scattering sand warns travelers of the presence of a psycorp. Its claws can poison or sedate, depending on the situation. Prey gets sedated and predators poison. Travelers, unfortunately, are subject to both. So this is a psycorp. I think their poison can make some nice items. Let's not beat it up too bad, or no one will buy it. Leif, get it out if it goes under. I never did like these blasted psycorps. Leif, use your magic to unearth them. We must be careful, for they may faint before striking us with poison or sedatives. This creature, it gives us an ominous feeling. We never were a fan of sedatives. That's an interesting statement. We never were a fan of sedatives. That's a very sad statement. Oh, Leif, my baby. It is otherwise unimpressive. Not even digging will spare it from our magic. Let's decimate it. So there's just little tiny clues to Leif's past. I don't know if you could really put it together. Like, you knew there was something weird with Leif. You knew he was put to sleep. And you knew it was a long time because he talks about Elizant the First, right? So we know that pretty early on. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you could put together his whole story by this alone, but there's definitely very interesting comments. The arrowworm. The arrowworm is the most hated pest in Lost Sands, annoying villagers and bandits alike. Its sharp teeth can cut through many strong materials, leaving many homes with more windows than they need. Explorers' efforts have been made to lower their numbers with moderate success. That's an arrowworm, right? It's buried all the time, so I can't be super sure. Wait, Leif, get out of the ground or we're gonna have to book it out of here. If I remember correctly, this local beast always stays beneath the sand waiting to devour prey. Its teeth are so sharp it can bite through stone. Leif, we will need your assistance. Our enemy is rustling sand? Just kidding. It seems to be a buried sand-dwelling worm of some kind. Our ice magic should take care of it before it can bite us. The thief! These dragonfly thieves lurk within the lost sands. The buzz their wings produce while flying hinders their sneakiness, yet their mug tackle is 100% effective. Voted the cutest members of the Desert Bandits, the other members make sure the dragonflies eat first during times of scarcity. Aww. A thief? There's nothing worse in the world. The nerve to steal my hard-earned treasure. I'm gonna knock him out of the air and take everything he's stolen. Wait a minute. Darn, that flying thief keeps stealing my favorite snacks, and I can't reach him at all. Quick, team, we must defeat him before he uses them for himself. Adorable! We've never seen a flying thief before. He steals food before anything else. Maybe if we give him enough of Kabbu snacks, he will join us? Let's just defeat him quickly. The bandit, totally different. These cricket bandits spark fear amongst all caravans traveling through the harsh desert. They are ruthless and efficient, and they have no intent to negotiate. They change completely when amongst their brethren. They act like the older siblings to the dragonflies and even enjoy gardening. What? Beep! It's a bandit! I'm not gonna let him near our bag. No way! Maybe I'll just let Kabbu take the hits while I throw my beamerang at him. Wait, what if they steal my beamerang? I hope I'm not worrying too much. A cricket bandit. It has been a long time since we encountered each other. What does that mean, Kabbu? What does that mean? Be ready, you rascal. My strength is far greater than you remember. I want the prequel. I want the prequel to this game. I want Kabbu's past. I want, like, Leif's original past. If he doesn't have, you know, too much of a past, I guess. But, like, I want the prequel and the sequel. I want all the Bug Fable games. So this is a bandit. Can't say we've seen one before. Times must have gotten rough. As long as we deal with them quickly, we have no need to worry over our possessions. Let's freeze it in its tracks. The burglar! These ladybugs turn to crime after their exile, doing little to improve their already poor reputation. They still dream of returning to the Ant Kingdom despite their crimes. It's undeniable, however, that their actions only make that dream stray further away. Heck, this is bad. Burglars are the worst. I can't believe how fast they can tackle being so big. They're tough and good at stealing, too. I hate them. Let's finish this quickly. This burglar, must he be like this? Have ladybugs not been tarnished enough? We can't afford to feel sorry for him, though, for he is fast and strong. We must stay firm and fight back. Burglars. It's a shame how Bugaria seems so unsafe these days. We won't show mercy. We'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Ruffian. Oh, that's what. I honestly didn't know you were called a ruffian. These freed prisoners are so dangerous, the wasps left the cusps on. They don't care, though. They're cruel and cunning enough to wreak havoc. Using only their legs, they kick you right in the nuts. It will be a headache to round them up again. No, I've seen this guy in a wanted poster. He's super dangerous. He's flailing that chain like it's a leaf. Watch out for those kicks. So the wasps have become so desperate as to employ even criminals. His character may be poor, but his strength is considerable. Stay sharp. My, what impressive legs! To be able to move so freely under that much weight. Still, he's just a crook at the end of the day. We'll throw him back into his cell. Beep-boop! The Beep-boop sports cutting-edge propulsion systems, allowing it to patrol multiple areas, even those without footing. The weaponry was an afterthought, but it gets the job done. Oh, here we go. The heck? Who puts blasters on Beep-boops? I'm gonna have to knock them out of the sky. Ugh, this machine taunts me with its advanced flight systems, but I'll show it the power of natural strength. We thought V was tiny, but just look at that. When it stumbled down, we'll shut it off for good. Security turret. This automated protector is the legacy of the previous generation's greatest inventor. Although a bit outdated, it performs its jobs efficiently by firing powerful missiles to disarm intruders. Efforts to replace it have been made, but nobody wants to provide the budget to accomplish it. So annoying. You think they'd stop firing at me since I'm a bee and all? Let's pummel it. That poor machine, it cannot move. We must defeat it, but couldn't we just walk away from it? Creating machines just to battle others, not the best use of science. Let's disassemble it. The Mender. These automated mechanical helpers are both adorable and extremely capable. Their countless unpaid hours of support ensure the factory runs well while most bees sleep. Sometimes they get a bit wacky, but scientists assure their existentialism is nothing more than glitches. These things won't shut up, and they're super sturdy. At least they don't fight back. Time to whack them. This poor creature, wails of distress reach me to the core. Maybe I should relay to let V and Leif deal this. These are way too cute. We should even ask for one later. Maybe a plushie even. Shame there's not much to do other than beat them up. Aww. The Obama honey. Under certain conditions, not yet understood, the indiscriminate mixing of large amounts of honey can give birth to this beast. It lives only to devour before it is consumed.
Heck, the Obama honey! They mix too much honey. We're in big trouble. We've got to take it down or freeze it before it explodes.
Goodness gracious, this is an affront to nature. It looks highly unstable. Leif, bring it out when it goes under. We must take it out with haste. What a waste of honey. To think of all the meals this could have been. If it pulls anything funny, we'll use our ice magic to deal with it. Let's end this. The Honey Nation.
The worst case scenario, the most uncontainable disaster of poor honey mixing.
This rare sighting, capable of punching through steel, was contained by a grave group of explorers.
This factory shuts down for a few minutes and this happens? Yikes. Talk about escalating quickly. We gotta get rid of it, but we can't ignore the Obama honeys either.
By the sweet horns of legend, this honey's gone too far. It's supported by smaller Obama honeys, which is quite troublesome. We must use our TP wisely to minimize the damage it can cause, Leif. Now that's a dessert we've ever, if ever we've seen one, with little Obama honeys on the side. This could get out of hand quickly. We'd best make use of our magic. The Crawler.
An artificial entity created to defend the Lost Sands Castle.
Designed to adapt to any temperature, their weaponry applies different effects based on the environment. Attempts to engineer one from scratch in modern times have failed.
Is that a bug or a bot? It's mega weird. It even changes color when it's cold. I wonder if that makes it weaker to Kabbu's hits. I think my boomerang always gonna work though.
What a fascinating creature. It reminds me of the factory's mender bots. It changes behavior depending on the temperature. Its ice version is weak to my horn. We must make sure to take note of which attacks are causing more damage. That crystal. Could it be like those inside us? We should bring a piece to HB. The temperature affects it quite a bit. We'll toy around with it, see what works. Kabbu's horn is worth a shot in the cold. Yes, because at this point, Leif had been injured by the scorpion, and we had got a little bit of something is inside Leif, but we don't know what. The Warden. These guardians were designed to hide in plain sight, attacking intruders whilst their guards lay low. I remember encountering it for the first time. It scared the snot out of me. They adapt to the cold with ease and won't stop chasing unwanted visitors until they leave or are buried underneath the sands.
Whoa, 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 this is too much. A floating head with lasers? I'll bring it down and bury it where it belongs.
Oof, what a convincing disguise. We really must be on guard here. My horn will be ready to strike when it has brought back to the ground. Oof, what a petty trick hiding like that. But we could feel your magic since we stepped in. God, I love you. Let's strike accordingly, depending on the temperature, Kabbu.
Well, thanks for letting me know, Leif, that it was there.
The Haunted Cloth. Running off the energy of ancient crystals, this being reacts to noise and movement. It seeks to incapacitate scavengers and absorb their energy as a backup energy reserve.
Get off of me! Jeez, this thing's got issues. We can't let it get too close. I best get smacking.
It worries me how used I am to becoming... It worries me how used I am to becoming... It worries me how used I am becoming to abominations such as these. Drink your tea, Missy Spooks, drink your tea. Listen, when you're as old as the Spooks, sometimes the brain just goes. It is strong, but we are stronger. Let's do this. This thing thirsts for energy. We can feel its desire for our magic, but we're not eager to share. Time to bring it down. The Leaf Bug Ninja. I am sad that we didn't actually get more lore around these guys, too, because they were really interesting. The most cunning of the leaf bugs, the ninja faction hides in plain sight while hunting prey. Using methods modern science still do not comprehend, they are able to clone themselves. The clones have mass and can cause damage yet disappear upon being hit. There is a reward posted for any researcher who manages to replicate the technique.
Oi! Don't just come out of nowhere and stop kicking me! Kabbu said they can clone or whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll just beat them all up. I was hoping to avoid such a confrontation. Everyone, these leaf bugs are extremely skilled. Not only do they hold powerful strikes, they can even multiply. We'll have to hit many of them at once. Nice moves. Kind of wish we could double ourselves too. We're in kind of a hurry, so it best be to freeze them all simultaneously. Leaf bug archer. The archer faction is the most territorial of all leaf bugs, firing a volley of arrows at any who approach them. Sometimes they get too into their job and accidentally fire upon their allies. No one dares complain lest they get shot again. Bring it on! It's bow versus beamerang, a super long-range battle. They hurt a lot, but look wimpy. Maybe we should focus on them first before they call for help. Ugh, what powerful arrows. They make focusing on the enemy before me much more difficult. V, Leif, I trust you to deal with them while I clear out the rest. Watch out for reinforcements. That bow's no joke. It's packing quite the sting. Maybe we can freeze its string. They're definitely annoying enough that it's worth focusing them down. Let's get on it, V, before they call for backup. Leafbug Clubber. Possessing enough strength to topple branches, the Clubber faction forms the front line of the leaf bugs. They are cocky, proud, and constantly demanding payment for every little thing they do. Even when denied, they're all too happy to fight and show off. Interesting. I guess that's the only lore we get on these guys. Grr, don't think you're strong just because you can lift a big stick. It's all about technique. Time to show them what real skills look like. The cocky energy I feel from this enemy is appalling. I'll make sure to tank their hubris and give my team the chance to strike. What are they doing with that club? Did they just taunt us? We'll see if they don't regret it after we're done with them. The mantid fly. Oh, these guys are annoying. Resembling wasps more than mantids, yet unrelated to both. These fast hunters surprise explorers with their intelligence. Their appetite demands they hunt for food, pillaging anything they can. To prevent being confused with them, wasps have a unique salute while scouting the far grasslands. The wasp found us! Oh, wait, what is this bug? Well, whatever, it's just another enemy I gotta smack to the ground. On your guard, everyone, we are under attack by a wasp scout. V, you must force it to land on the ground. I can defeat it then. Did they really fall for this disguise? Those two. That aside, this enemy's got quite the varied skill set. We'll have to watch out while we block. Ugh, jumping spider. Playful and elusive, the jumping spider bounces on the grasslands while avoiding its many predators. Its hobbies include grabbing things, eating bugs, and jumping, and long walks on the beach and margaritas. Lots of jumping. Despite its mobility, it preys on stationary targets. Hey, stop jumping on me! Do you think I'm a spring shroom? And give me my stuff back! It's expensive, grr! I'll flip you over with a hurricane toss. How pitiful, so many legs, and yet you only jump. Well, and steal. I must make sure our inventory remains safe. We can't aim properly against this jumping nuisance. Kabbu, make sure to keep it away from our items. Still, we're thankful this thieving pest is nothing like the snake-mouthed spider. Ugh. The mimic spider. These things scared the snot out of me. Oh my gosh. These spiders roam around the Forsaken Lands looking for innocent travelers to snack on. Being able to stand upright, they can mimic the way other bugs and ants move, even using their front legs to fake antennae. Their sedating saliva can be a real pain in the neck. Heck this! You're going down! As if you could put us to sleep after that scare! Heck this! Greetings, fellow ant. What brings you to this? By the blessed statue of the goddess Venus! You cursed fiend, how dare you spook me so? I shall strike you down. This beast is quite aggressive. Its attacks seem to have numbing properties, so... V, Kabbu, stop freaking out and assist us. I love this so much. Oh my gosh, actually reading them side by side is fabulous. Oh, the diving spider. This underwater bug can take in oxygen using a special bubble. Even so, it surfaces from time to time. It can deploy poisonous or high-pressure bubbles to protect itself while scouting. Although attempts have been made to pop its bubble, it doesn't seem to be possible. An air bubble? Bleh. Why would anyone want to live underwater? Ugh, and that shield's bouncing everything off. I hate having to wait. Yeah, that was the most annoying thing. Once the shield goes up, you're just like, all right, well, I'm sitting here for a turn. I've never seen anything quite like this. A bug that can breathe underwater? My horn can't pierce its water shield. We'll have to await our chance. What a curious evolution. Perhaps we can use the bubble shield to dive as well. It uses its bubble to avoid attacks for a turn as well. Let's prepare to strike back. Unfortunately, this isn't D&D and I cannot hold my action. The Water Strider. Despite their size, Water Striders are extremely light to the point where they can stand on water. Their thin legs can skate through water or stretch to give them an intimidating height. When everything else fails, they can shoot out powerful pressurized water. Whoa, it's gliding on water! How's it not sinking? I can think about that later. I gotta stop it from shooting so many water missiles. Unbelievable, this creature must be extremely light to not sink under the water. Yet its attacks are quite pressurized. We must not drag this battle out. V, keep it low to the ground. Floating on water, is this some sort of magic we could learn as well? Its water projectiles are quite strong, but our ice falls should be a nice counterattack. V, get it in range. Belostos. Belostos. This extra-large bug boasts impressive size and strength due to a mix of ruthless evolution and really good diet. It's aggressive and territorial, grabbing anything near it and lobbing it towards others. Towns are wary whenever one is spotted outside of their usual caves, as the collateral damage they can cause is humongous. Oh my gosh, you are very, very needy today. No one considered just running from this one, right? I know it's no spider, but whoa, it's got a giant rock! Kabbu, hurry up and hit it. Holy smoke, shrooms! It can carry such weight with ease! Yet I feel its balance is shaky. I will try to knock the rock out of its hands. Whoa, that rock nearly splatted us. Haven't you heard of the saying hello? No response? Guess there's no point to try and negotiate then. Time to freeze it. The moth fly. I think they're cute. This adorable blob flies through the Forsaken Lands searching for food. It's weak but surprisingly intelligent. They say when enough of them are nearby, something incredible could happen. Hey, isn't this a bit too weak to be hanging around here? I kinda feel bad for it, but I'll smack it down anyways. What a harmless creature. It's impressive that it survived in such a dangerous area. We can't afford to underestimate it, however. V, lower it so that I may strike. Aw, cute little blob alone in such a place. If we had more time, we'd consider domesticating it, but V, you know what to do. Oh, I did not mean to do so. Oh, alright, let's go down. Focus on petting the cat. Alright, the mothfly cluster. The smartest of all mothflies, after realizing they had better chances working as a team, conglomerated into this thing. Sturdier and stronger, enough it should cause them to go their separate ways. Sometimes they do stick together even in defeat. Oh, what the heck? I should have called them so weak. But it's still just a bunch of weak flies together, right? Just gotta keep attacking. Appearances are truly deceiving. I never expected them to possess such strong bond. V, lower them. If we scatter them, the battle is won. 1 cute, 20 not cute. This thing got out of hand really fast. We should be able to freeze them all at once anyhow. Wasp Scout. Do not be fooled by the soldier's petite figure. Wasp Scouts are just as deadly and vicious as the rest of the army. Using their prowess in flight, they honor their name by scouting ahead to ensure a smooth operation. Oh, he's fast. Okay, focus, V. You gotta aim super well if you're gonna win. We can't let him call for more friends. Scoundrel, I will give you a chance to retreat before V knocks you down. No? Well then face our wrath. Even if you call for reinforcements, we won't falter. We don't need your annoying buzzing in our ears. You won't be able to call for backup while frozen. We'll make sure to send you flying back to your king trapped inside an ice cube. God, I love him. Wasp Trooper. These foot soldiers from the Wasp Kingdom follow their king's orders obsessively. Even when losing, they will go down fighting. Wasps are trained to be soldiers when they become of age, but these are exceptional even amongst them. What's the Wasp Kingdom problem? For some reason, just Wasp. There's a P there, and I just go Wasp Kingdom. Why do they have to walk in and start causing trouble? Grr, I'm gonna teach them a lesson. The Wasp Kingdom. I'm having way too much fun with this. What could possibly justify sending soldiers to attack Bugaria? For now, I'll focus on making sure they bring us no harm. The Wasp Trooper. We wonder if he's vile or just following orders. Okay, to me, because I'm a nerd, isn't that Faramir's speech? And if you understand that reference, we can be friends. You wonder if he... Oh, God, I used to know that by heart. If he wants to be... Oh, gosh. You wonder at his heart. No.
Oh, I used to know that whole speech by heart. But I do know it's like, you know, it is something along the lines of just like, you know, you wonder if he's just following orders, or, you know, or if he's, you know, you wonder if he's truly vile at heart. Gosh darn it. It's a Lord of the Rings reference if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. I wonder if this is a reference to that, because, I mean, it's the first thing or just like, you know, just the word choicing. But like that was the whole thing of Faramir, you know, they had killed a bunch of people, and some of the people were just like, oh, good riddance, you know, those evil humans, you know, they chose the wrong side, and Faramir is just like, you don't know the heart of somebody, you know, is he just following orders? Is he forced to do so? You know, does he really want to be here on the wrong side causing death and destruction, or would he much rather just be home away from all of this? You have absolutely no idea of someone's motivations unless you like take the time to actually know them, which in a time of war you cannot. Yes, I'm a nerd. Regardless, if it's going to shake the peace, we'll freeze him in his tracks. Oh, these guys were the worst. My least favorite because, my god, they were so annoying. They had super high defense, and the AoEs were nasty. These physically frail wasps contribute to the war effort by supporting other troops from the back. Equipped with a vast array of bombs, they try to end the battle with firepower before being targeted, but my god, their defense was nasty. Stop it! Stop chucking stuff at us! I can't even knock down those boxes. Kabbu, if you flip it twice, I can bring down the smackdown. I didn't know that. A long-range defense enemy. It seems tailored to make my life difficult, yet I have the best shot at breaking through its defenses. I won't let my team down. That's why, like, when you hit it, it kind of wobbled, but, oh, I see. Wonder if this is how enemies feel when we shoot ice from behind everyone. It must be this annoying. If we manage to flip it over, we should be able to deal with it quickly. The Wasp Driller. Part of the Wasp Elite, these drillers are as cunning as they are powerful. They've mastered many battle tactics, utilizing their drills, both offensive and defensive. Should a general fall, they're the first in line to be promoted. Whoa there, big guy! I almost got run through. He gets tougher when I hit him. Nothing Kabbu can't handle, I hope. The Wasps have some truly fearsome soldiers in their ranks. Hopefully not too many others. But we can do this, team. I'll break his guard as soon as it's raised. Is this really a soldier? He seems more skilled than his general. That drill's not just for show. He seems to go on the defensive when struck. We best leave it to Kabbu to free the deal with that. Venus Bud. According to Acolyte Arya, these sturdy plants are part of the harvest goddess Venus. They have amazing healing properties and will always support the denizens of the Golden Hills when possible. They can also shoot pollen capable of making the liveliest bugs fall asleep. When angered, they are able to take flight and will shoot their pollen non-stop. They can even heal their own wounds as long as they are rooted. Their truly divine properties require further study. See, now that I know what I know, I'm just like paying extra attention of like, wait a minute. Hey, this is Venus's bud. I saw them in a storybook once. I wonder if they drop any rare items. I could get rich proving they're real. Maybe they'll get mad if they find out I heard it. Less thinking, more fighting. These beings, they are similar to Goddess Venus. This hill is truly sacred ground. Still, the fact that they fly when I strike them is a bit cruel. I need to get a weapon for these situations. There's something off about this creature. Interesting. We can't help but feel it's a shell. How unsettling. While it's on the ground, we'll make sure to target it. Interesting. Very interesting. Acolyte Arya, one of Venus's acolytes. Arya spends her time in the Golden Settlement preaching the words of Venus herself. She prays in order to summon vines, which she can use to attack or propel herself for a nasty kick. What the heck? You're telling me prayer lets Arya summon huge vines? Maybe I should start praying too. Meh, I'll just use my boomerang to hit her while she's up in the air. Acolyte Arya, I cannot believe how much power her faith has bestowed upon her. Her vine platform is troublesome. I'll cut it down if I must. Impressive. We thought Arya was just an obsessive preacher, but to be able to fight this well is commendable. Still, we'll make sure to freeze those vines she summons. Mothiva, yes, we've gotten into the mini-boss area, I see.
One of Bulgaria's most famous idols, Mothiva also works as an explorer. Despite the friendly appearance she gives off to the public, she is ruthless and ambitious. Together with Zasp, she has no qualms being unethical to reach her goals. I don't even know why I got excited to meet her. She's just another pretentious, snotty bug. I gotta be careful of hitting her, though. Zasp gets really mad. Mothiva, you're respected and adored by so many, it pains me to see your true colors. Let's defeat her and then take care of Zasp. Well, if we didn't care for her shows before, this certainly ain't helping. We should probably knock her out first, even if Zasp gets mad. But let's wrap this up. I love Zasp. Zasp is one of my favorites. One of the few wasps to be accepted into the Ant Kingdom, Zasp hunts for the treasure like many explorers. His allegiances and motives are completely centered around Mothiva. They're so freaking adorable. I ship them so hard, and I'm kind of sad we didn't get, like, a little bit of furtherness. She does not deserve him. When she's not around, he loosens up a bit. So you really want to fight, Zasp? Bet you think you'll win because you're all cool and tall. Prepare for a boomerang to the face. Zasp, we are fellow explorers. Why must we fight? As much as it pains me, I won't let you get in our way. Fancy fighting you here, Zasp. You've already lost to us in eating, and now you'll lose in combat. We hope you enjoy the bitter chill of defeat. Oh god. Estothiles? I think it's Estothiles. The leader of the Lost Sands Bandits, Estothiles lives by an ironic code of honor. I totally forgot about him. 100% forgot about him. I'm really sad he didn't show up anywhere else. Is he anywhere else in this world? I totally forgot about it. If he shows up somewhere else, I don't think he does. I don't think he shows up again, which is a big, big, big shame because I talked to everybody. Where did he go? He was very, very interesting. Yeah, that's a shame. I wish that had some other use somewhere else. He vanishes and appears without notice, his every mission dedicated to improve life in his hideout. It is said he wishes to establish his own country, but with the list of his crimes only increasing, this becomes unlikelier every day. But at the end of the day, the love and loyalty of his bandit family is enough for him. You crook! What if I'd never found my boomerang? And what's with it ruining my items? I don't care if you are the boss, you're gonna go down. What mastery of the blade, even with just one arm. It reminds me of Mackie's strength. With lightning speed, he crushes our items. We must make this a quick bout. Honor. What a joke of a request coming from one who leads thieves. Break our items if you want. You're going to pay for imprisoning us all the same. Interesting. Oh, the Dune Scorpion. This rabid beast is the nightmare of all denizens of the desert. It strikes without reason, without mercy. It only wishes to cause violence. Its stinger holds multiple poisons, and its strength is massive. Upon sighting, do not fight, flee. Watch out! Phew, Kabbu almost got wrecked. This thing's way angrier than a Psycorp. We gotta knock it out. Oof, I barely dodged that. It's hard to speak when being assailed so violently, and yet it is my duty to draw its attacks in. Leif, let's do this together. Impressive. Even though our ice pierces it, it barely reacts. This is bad. We'll have to use all of our strength to make sure it goes down and stays down. It did not stay down, my dude. The Primal Weevil. The most aggressive, unruly, and powerful type of weevil, this primal creature stands at the top of the Forsaken Lands food chain. Anyone traveling the area is well advised to carry little food lest they risk catching its attention. Okay, the first thing that pops again, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but hold on, I need to check something. Okay, you know what popped into my head as I read that? And they kind of look like it too. These look like canyon crawlers from The Last Airbender. And the fact that it says, anyone traveling in this area is well advised to carry little food. Like, that was the whole episode of The Last Airbender, right? Don't carry any food or you will attract the canyon crawlers. I don't know if that is, again, I don't know if that's a reference to that, just like the whole Lord of the Rings thing. But I'm just like, that's the first thing that popped into my nerd brain, so maybe. Whoa! That's nothing like the Golden Settlement's weevils. It's huge! Gotta watch out for the Faints and knock it down before it calls for help. This must be the area's apex predator. What an incredibly fearsome monster. We must keep an eye on when to block and stop it from calling reinforcements.
It's vicious. Hard to cast magic while keeping up with blocking. It seems to have lackeys nearby too. Let's freeze them up and deal with them later. Cross. I remember you. Cross is a skilled but naive border guard who always checks with his partner Poi for a second opinion. He uses a crossbow to complement his naturally close-range attacks. Whoa, that's a nice crossbow. Maybe I should try new weapons sometime. Tough fight, too. We can't give him a chance to use all his attacks. I'm sorry, Cross. We never meant to drag you into this. Everyone, watch out for his crossbow. We must give them a worthy battle. This one's got buff arms and fancy weapons. Deadly combo. Termites handle the cold well. Guess it's up to us if we want to gamble on it. Poi! Poi is a disciplined border guard who follows the law to the letter. He makes sure to keep his partner Cross on track. He uses a sword to complement his naturally long-range attacks. This guy's bonkers. He got a cannon on his head. I love that. It was so funny. We just have to show them we're a much stronger team. Our apologies, Poi. We know you're just doing your job. Everyone, watch out for his sword and cannon. We must fight with honor. Tough luck getting sent to fight us as part of the job. The head cannon and sword are a nasty combo. We can't let our guard down. Termites handle the cold well. Guess it's up to us if we want to gamble on it. Ugh, spider. All right, we're on to bosses. The Ender of Journeys, this vicious spider made Snakemouth Den its hunting ground while guarding an ancient artifact. Seemingly immortal, it haunted the cave for countless moons before being defeated by a trio of explorers. Interesting. Seemingly immortal. I wonder if it was part of the experiments that were going down there for some reason. Although it is gone now, the stories of bugs trapped in its web will haunt explorers forever. This spider! It just gets scarier the more I look at it, but I'm not gonna run away this time. I'll knock it out of the sky whenever it climbs up its web. Let's beat it up and get that treasure. We meet again, you vicious affront to bug kind. For all the suffering you caused, we will see to your end. I'll rely on the others to knock the beast down where I can't reach it, and use my skills to protect them from damage. This may be uncommon of us, but after so long, we're going to get revenge. For all the time we spent inside that cocoon, you will suffer tenfold. As long as V keeps it knocked down, we will attack it without any hint of mercy. Venus's Guardian. This fearsome beast was created by Venus for a combat trial using a sunflower as its base. It had many abilities such as flight, sea cannons, and sheer strength. To top it off, the goddess herself increased its abilities during the battle. If Venus created this beast in mere moments, there is no telling what her true powers could do with more preparation. It's so big, that's one ugly face, but it kind of smells like pollen. It's really distracting. Gah! Leif just hit it already. To be challenged by the goddess. Am I really worthy? No matter, I will cut through its defenses for the artifact and for Leif. What a hideous beast. Very unlike a Venus. It's the only thing standing between us and our answers. We'll strike it down. The Heavy Drone B-33. The culmination of years of research, the Heavy Drone B-33. I just now noticed. The 3s are just E's. So it's the Heavy Drone B. Wow. Just gonna drink my tea in shame. Wow. Was created with a single purpose, protect the factory's core. Although it was heavily damaged in combat with some repairs, it'll be back better than ever, ready to serve the Bee Kingdom. Wow. Mel B wasn't kidding on orientation day. This thing's super tough. I'm gonna hit it tons of times so it comes crashing down. This poor robot, it's only doing its job, but we cannot back down. I'll do my best to draw in its fire while V knocks it down. Technology has advanced quite a bit. This is an impressive machine. V can knock it down, but we must be wary of its delayed missiles. Our formation will be crucial. The Watcher. This guy was so cool, and I wish we got more on him too. Of unknown origin, this roach-shaped creature only knows its purpose is to protect the artifact. Capable of speech and intelligent thought, it is all the more baffling to know it has never been alive. So interesting. Why can't we ever just grab the artifact? It's always got to be a creepy giant or a creepy giant or creepy giant monster. We're super close to the sapling. I'm not going to let you stop me. We were nowhere near the sapling. What a formidable sorcerer. I can't predict its moves at all, perhaps because it is not truly alive. Defeating it will be an act of mercy, and my horn shall deliver victory. What's sad magic?
trapped in here feeling nothing but anger and contempt. We'll put you to rest forever this time. The beast. I wish there was... I really wanted this to be a squirrel. I wanted this to be... or a bird. So bad. This terrifying creature haunted the wild swamplands, devour everything without mercy. The leaf bug tribes are the only inhabitants who adapted well enough to evade it. Kabbu brought it to its end, avenging the friends he lost while traveling to Bugaria. Kabbu, calm down! You're gonna get hurt! Or get us hurt! What do I do? It's super strong. Guess I'll just have to do what I do best. Beat it up! Gah! Today you will suffer the pain of every bug you've hurt. Leif, forgive me my selfishness. Just this once. This is something I must do. Aw, Kabbu. Kabbu, we understand your pain, but keep it together. We cannot attack this beast without a plan. Although, truth be told, it's strong and resilient. An all-out offensive may be our only chance. General Ultimax. God, I loved him. He was so lame. A master of machinations? Machinations? I think it's machinations. That's an interesting... I don't think I have seen that combination of words. A master of machinations and delegation. He is responsible for leading the Wasp King's missions. While physically inept and a coward, he still commands the respect of his troops. How? Most likely due to the fear of the Wasp King. Ah. Also, his actual name is Fuff. Did I know that? Fuff? Fuff. Girl, we don't have time for this. We've got to get to the Wasp King. For a general, this guy's really weak. I'll beat up everyone else first. So you're the one who led the charge on the Ant Kingdom. I cannot forgive you. He seems to rely heavily on his troops. Let's clear them out first and deliver justice. Don't think you'll get away with bringing harm to those in our city. Big mistake. We'll beat you up nice and slow after we deal with your pathetic lackeys. Ultimax Tank. Fuff's ultimate form, harnessing the power of the Wasp Kingdom's most dangerous arsenal. The machine was built for the Wasp royalty to use in case of emergency, but Fuff stole it for the Wasp King after the Wasp King took over. This baby's got so much firepower. That's not fair! You can't just hop on whatever that is! What's a boomerang gonna do against that? Guys, help me out! We will not be intimidated by your advanced weaponry. You cannot stop us. My horn can still pierce through. For Bugaria, I will take this thing down. Alright then, we've definitely never seen anything like this before. Even so, you're just another hurdle in our path. Kabbu's horn should be able to pierce through. Mother Chomper. Oh, I think Mother Chomper was one of the hardest fights in the game. That was nasty. A chomper that grew in extremely fertile soil and was exposed to just the right amount of light. She spawns endless chompers to bring food for her, as she cannot move her roots. Despite that flaw, she is strong beyond belief and can devour bugs in one bite. Eep! I almost got eaten! This thing ain't messing around. She keeps spitting chompers out. I think I'm gonna beat her up first. Ugh, what a formidable beast! Formidable beast! And she brings endless reinforcements as if she wasn't strong enough. It'd be best to freeze the smaller chompers while we focus our efforts on this monster. What an incredible appetite this monster has. We can respect that. Our ice monster should prove effective in stalling the smaller ones, then we can take her down. The Brood Mother. This electrically charged Mama Midge was drawn to the Golden Settlement's power plant. Absorbing energy to her heart's content, she caused several power outages while setting up her nest. Bee soldiers were tasked with removing her nest after her defeat, but many soldiers felt the task was a tad cruel. Ow, stop it! I'm so tired of getting numbed, grr! We gotta stop the small ones from attacking so we can take care of this one. Mother of horns, it itches, but its numbing does not let me scratch. What cruelty! If we are to survive, we must block perfectly. Remember, midges react to their comrades' pain. This is the absolute worst thing we've had to fight. A constant barrage of numbing stings. Let's freeze the smaller ones, see if it takes some pressure off us. The Zamoth. All of the roaches' research led to this, the ultimate immortal guardian. What they couldn't predict was being unable to control it as it raised the laboratory of life with its monstrous magic. Is this what Leif could have been? Leif, I don't know what's going on, but it's gonna be okay. This thing's nothing like you, so let's defeat it together. Leif, do not lose yourself. We must work together to overcome this beast. Whatever memories have awoken, we too shall face them together after this battle. We cannot afford to hesitate. We'll deal with these feelings after you've been disposed of. Leave my baby. Ah, the Seedling King. Gosh, I remember. This was so long ago I did all of these. The few seedlings who survived much longer than anyone expected them to are crowned as wise and powerful rulers. This confidence boost actually mutates the seedling, granting it incredible power and resilience. Kings can create other seedling species from tangy berries that grow around their crown. These lead shorter yet incredibly devoted lives. It's recommended to clear them all out while battling a king. Grr, so you're the source of all these dumb seedlings. Oi, I'm talking to you. Stop spawning more. They just keep coming. We gotta finish this fast. By this golden settlement's clear water. I love his random, exclamatives. Oh, I did not say that word correctly. I don't know what's going on this morning. Oh, let's go. Seedlings can mature into such behemoths. It's constantly spawning reinforcements, stopping me from reaching it. I'll do my best to clear those small ones while my team attacks from a distance. Oh dear, a king-sized seedling. Hey, can we keep it? What? No! But it keeps spawning mini seedlings. It's a cuteness factory. All right. Let's try to keep the small ones at bay while we defeat this one. The tidal worm. This one was a butt munch too. I think this was the first secret boss I did. I found by total accident. Stream Mountain's depths conceal a vast water network. However, there is something else hidden beneath the currents, an aggressive beast that devours explorers whole. It takes advantage of the watery terrain, forcing bugs to fight it in the flooded spaces. Team Snakemouth managed to defeat it during the low tide season. Thanks to them, no more dreams will get sunk while exploring this mountain. Back off! I'm not your afternoon snack. Get ready to get sunk. That tail's super buff, but it really does a number if we knock it down. We're fortunate the tide is low, otherwise we couldn't reach this beast. Its tail is worth weakening, but I'll need V and Leif to assist me. There's too much water. We can't freeze it all, and we'll have to deal with this the old-fashioned way. Its tail is constantly barraging us. We must make the time to incapacitate it. Peacock Spider hated you. Sailors speak of an island in the far reaches of Metal Lake. An addicting beat drives them to explore its uncharted shores. By then, it's already too late, as the Peacock Spider's song has drawn them to their doom. Team Snakemouth finally confirmed this folktale as reality after their report on the beast's unique abilities. It seems to have been able to summon reinforcements to empower with its dancing. A tough battle, scholars imagine. Yes, it was. Chaka, chaka, chaka. Stop doing that. It's getting annoying. And the shaking keeps making the others strong. We gotta focus to get focus this guy down. What mesmerizing sound. It drives me to shake my hips. Alas, we must not be distracted. Just imagine Kabbu just awkwardly gyrating his hips. I don't think Kabbu would have a rhythm. Alas, we must not be distracted. It has constant reinforcements that it powers up. Our priority should be this spider. Why is everyone dancing? We don't get it. Whatever. It's clear the spider's the boss. Let's cut the show short. The Devourer. In the early days of the Golden Settlement, windmills were being set absolutely everywhere to test energy production limits. A team of scientists began building a few east of town, not noticing the fly traps growing underneath them. By the time they realized it was too late, a gigantic devourer attacked, accompanied by vicious fly traps. Although most managed to escape, the devourer had yet to pay for those it swallowed whole. In an expedition, Team Snakemouth finally delivered justice. Beep! That thing's huge and poisonous and hungry, and it's got friends. This sucks. We gotta beat it before we all get eaten. Ugh, you monster, you dare devour other bugs. I'll cut you and your lackey's stems down. V, Leif, if someone gets swallowed, fight from within. We shall not flee until you escape. To think a plan and its minions could harbor such malice. This fight doesn't favor us. It may aim to swallow us. V, Kabbu, don't even think about fleeing before we break free. So wait, hold on. What would happen if you got eaten and I tried to flee? Would it even let me? The false monarch. God, this thing was creepy. Comprised entirely of the most intelligent mothflies banding together, this creepy being stands as ruler of a land everyone's already deserted. When defeated, the Mothflies disbanded, leaving the city truly abandoned once more. Regrettably, there was not enough time to conduct an investigation on the Mothfly speech patterns and social hierarchy. Oh, that's right, they did talk! Huh. I wonder if that's anything that could have been translated. Give me a second. No, the wiki just says impossible to understand. I don't know. I don't know. You can't scare me. You're just a bunch of mothflies under a coat. You're just 3 kobolds in a trench coat. It's charging up, Leif. We gotta block it. Your collective's day is of luring weary travelers to this town, and right now, stay sharp, Leif. We may need your defensive skills. It seems these critters are under a royal delusion, enough to grow quite powerful. We must save some TP if we're to endure its strongest moves. Sen. Oh! Got it. I was like, I don't remember you. Ah, yes I do. Born in the Golden Settlement, Sen always found his peaceful town to be a big boring. After moons of pranking the villagers, he moved to the Ant Kingdom and met Pisky. His dreams of forming a rascal team were shut down by Mackie, and he resorted to petty vandalism. Hopefully some time behind bars will help him rehabilitate. What? You get called out and you've come at us with a stick? Like that'd work on something like a spider. Just give up already. Mackie's judgment was correct. You're not ready to be an explorer. It's not only to gain riches, but to help others. Now, let's count up your sins. What a clumsy weapon. It's clear this one hasn't fought any real battles. That doesn't mean he's not stubborn, though. We'll have to put him in his place. Pisky. Send Pisky. Pisky always felt out of place in the orderly Ant Kingdom. After meeting Sen, she truly blossomed into a troublemaker. Her new lifestyle was cut short when Mackie rejected their team and Team Snakemouth caught them harassing Amber. Maybe after her sentence is up, she'll go back to a quiet life. You can't solve your problems throwing rocks at us. I didn't say that so you would build a wall. Whatever, the boomerang goes around it. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be. The first step to being forgiven is apologizing. Oof! That rock got me in the horn. That's it. I'm crushing you with your rocks. Your inexperience shines through. You're really dealing with this whole thing the wrong way. Doesn't seem like you're willing to listen. Our ice will sneak past your defenses. Oh, yeah! Monsieur Scarlet. I forgot about you. A vile, flirty criminal who escaped the public eye for many moons. He would post pleas for help in the quest boards, then drain the life from explorers who would come to help. Thanks to Team Celia and Team Snakemouth, his face has become known. He has since gone missing to escape pursuit. We've got that jerk right where we want him, but yikes, that umbrella hurts a lot. And it heals him too! It's super annoying. We'll have to go all out. Scarlet, how dare you hurt our comrades and attack so many others? Using your looks to allure innocent explorers, draining their lives with your attacks, we will bring you to justice, fiend! What a despicable criminal. We could respect his skill, if not for our distaste of him. We must attack at full strength to offset his cumbersome healing. Like, that was another one. I expected him to show up at, like, other times. Like, there to be more quests later on in the game of, like, oh, there's Scarlet again! And we would, like, finally capture him. Ah, Kabbu. An unfortunate battle caused by very alluring pheromones. Kabbu would prefer it never be spoken of again. Yeah, you're in big trouble, Kabbu. I'm super mad, but I don't want to hurt you. I need to think of some other way. I can't believe I did that. The chemistry be darned. Callie, this trick is beyond despicable. Kabbu's our friend. We must seek an alternative to this. I can't believe I did that. Callie, a talented seamstress who owns a shop in Defiant Root. Callie came from a foreign land to Bugaria to sell her homemade wares. They are very popular among tourists that pass through the settlement. She is also well known for her exotic dancing, something she learned in her homeland. This dance is able to boost people's morals no matter what, making her a dazzling partner who supports her allies with various boosts. She tends to panic and surrender when she's targeted, though. She can't risk damaging her hands. I'm sorry about the vase, but you're going too far. Give Kabbu back. Maybe if I knock her around a bit, she'll stop dancing and start listening. I'd rather not say much about her. V's put us in a real jam. Callie is more formidable than we'd ever expected. Doesn't help she's boosting poor Kabbu. We should put an end to that. I love that so much. Carmina. A master of all games, Carmina loves playing for keeps, building wealth, and outsmarting her opponents. Taunts and rule sharking are all fair game, although she'd never cheat. On Metal Island, she had a hostile encounter with Team Snakemouth after they barged into her room uninvited. But look, we didn't know your room was here. We're sorry. All of her attacks are kind of random, so I don't know what to expect. Hope you get lucky. Surely there's a better solution to this. We could clean your room for a week? No? Ugh. Everyone stay alert. We have no idea how fortune will affect her attacks. Who doesn't get insurance nowadays? Guess being rich doesn't make you smart. Ah, crud, she heard us. Let's see where that roulette lands. Hi, Riz. This crafty damselfly has managed to make a living in the far grasslands. He uses a robust system of traps and tracking to stay safe while sleeping and collecting food. Thankfully, he seems to be fluent in Bugnish. Hey, for once we don't want to fight. Just stop hitting us, grr. Those bombs can rack up damage fast. We'll have to plan around them. Please, you must reconsider. Why does everything in Bugaria get solved with violence? Don't underestimate him, team. Surviving in these lands is no easy task. For someone with the smarts to craft those bombs, aren't you being unreasonable? He got mad. Maybe we spoke a bit too much this time. Hi, Mackie. The Queen's Blade Mackie is both Elazonth II's most trusted knight and the leader of the highest-ranked exploration team. He is the only one with the authority to certify new explorers such as Team Snakemouth. Although he tends to operate alone, he has grown to respect Team Snakemouth after their journey to the Wasp Kingdom. His new favorite food is the Mite Burger. Alright, it's time to show you how much we've grown since the test. Guys, when we hit Mackie, Kina gets, like, super mad. Who should we target first? Definitely the support in the back. Sir Mackie, thank you for everything you've done for us. Even this sparring match, we will rise to your challenge. Kina reacts poorly to her brother being hurt, and Yin keeps supporting them. Yin goes first, absolutely 100%. Tough decisions await us. We do respect you, but we weren't around to witness the birth of this rivalry. Still, we won't turn down an excuse to flex our magic. Both Kina and Yin support Mackie in their own ways. We must choose our target carefully. It's a hard battle. Kina, extremely protective of her brother Mackie, Kina forms the second half of Bugaria's best exploration team. She is extremely capable and holds great strength. She is quite selfish, however. One would be hard-pressed to find her helping others without Mackie or the Queen's orders. She used to hold a great dislike for Yin, who she considered to be stealing Mackie's attention. Her favorite drink is the Aphid Shake. Well, whoa! I thought Kina was just getting carried away by Mackie. Carried by Mackie all this time. She's super fast. I'm gonna take some practice, but if we're gonna take this beating, then we've got to super block. The bonds between Mackie and Kina are true indeed. They fight perfectly coordinated. There's too much pressure. We must super block if we are to endure this battle. Yikes! Why was Mackie even worried about you? Your skills are something else. It will take time to knock out one of them, but we'll have to make our best effort to super block until then. Yin! An unusual caterpillar who wasn't able to pupate. With Mackie, Kina, and Team Snakemouth's help, she reached her true form. The sole known user of healing magic, the good she could bring to Bugaria is endless. I didn't know that. Regardless, she's still a bit childish. It will be up to Mackie to raise her into an upstanding citizen. Her favorite food is the sweet shroom. How's she so strong? She's, like, just barely an adult. Not stronger than me, though. She's got a lot of annoying magic and items. Sorry, Mackie, but she's gonna go down. So this is the true power of Mackie's team. And no, with Yin's magic, they've grown even stronger. Yin's supportive abilities make her a priority, even if her defeat may upset Mackie greatly. Poor thing, barely out of the cocoon and already fighting the best of the best. We say that, but she's no pushover. Even if Mackie gets mad, we must defeat her too. Stratos! Those guys sucked. Team Slacker's brawn, his giant stature betrays his kind disposition. Oh my goodness, I'm getting worse as I go along. Betrays his kind disposition. His weapon isn't actually special. His proficiency with the blade makes the wood cut like steel. His favorite food is plumpling pie. Why do they keep telling me their favorite foods, like, here at the end? Leave it to me, guys. I'll buzz around and wow! He's so fast! What the heck? That's not fair when he's so bulky. Don't be fooled by his calm disposition, my friends. I can sense in Stratos the heart of a warrior. If we can't decipher his sword play soon, we won't be able to block effectively. We underestimated them. What a shame that they didn't use this power to help us stop the Wasp King. Stratos can fire shockwaves from the sheer strength. It's not even magic. What a guy. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Team Slacker's wit, she turned selling information into a profitable venture. She's gathered many poisons while exploring, which she can use to incapacitate more powerful enemies. Her favorite drink is Doppel's berry juice. A bazooka? Did you get that from Shades? It's full of bombs. Whoa, that's a sticky bomb. We can't use items if that hits. They cost a fortune. Miss Delilah is suddenly so menacing, and that's without her impressive weapon. It can seal away our items. Those bombs must carry most cumbersome effects. We must stay sure to stay healthy. Items, bombs, and speed. Delilah is more resourceful than we anticipated. Losing access to our items would be awful. We should probably incapacitate her first. Dead Lander, is that? Oh, fudge muffins. All right, almost there. I'm not sure what that is. Like, I think that's Omega. I have no idea what the Y is. I thought it was a Y, but then I'm like, oh wait, no. One of the incomprehensible beasts that lay beyond Bulgaria's safe haven. It's too risky to engage, even with a full exploration team. Flee on sight. More information would be too risky to gather. The heck is that? Is that even a bug? Deadlanders creep me out. It's got all sort of poisons and it can dig. Leif, be ready to bring it out. Ugh, the real monsters don't compare to the northern tales. What firepower. Focus on blocking its poison, team. Leif, unearth it when it burrows. What a terrifying organism. We can't get a read on it at all, and it's got quite potent poisons too. When we pressure it, it burrows to hide, and it won't expect our ice magic underground. Ugh. Like, I know that one's beta. One of the incomprehensible beasts that lay beyond Bulgaria's safe haven. It's too risky to engage, even with a full exploration team. Flee on sight. More information would be too risky to gather. Yuck! What is this slimy stuff? It's spitting gross! No matter how much I hit it, it's not coming down. Guess it's up to me. This thing was the worst creature in the whole entire game. Period. Ugh, it was such a pain. Because only V could touch it. It wouldn't knock down. This disgusting poison vomiting creature is simply out of my reach. V, Leif, I've never needed you more than I do now. Ugh, just ugh, this disgusting liquid, how dare you drench us in it? It cannot be knocked down from the air, we'll have to use our TP wisely. Ooh. One of the, okay, flee on sight. I don't know what's scarier, this or the thing that it dropped it. Maybe we should flee, that claw's super scary, but the spores are trouble too, we gotta be careful. What cursed creature could carry these monsters with ease? We may even need to consider retreating. We must block those spore missiles, but that claw cannot be ignored either. By Elizant, does the thing that dropped this creature see our struggle as a game? Running may be a good idea. This thing's got powerful melee and range attacks. We have to give it our all. Finally. The Wasp King! Hoax was abandoned by his parents in the middle of the Deadlands before he spoke his first words. Really? Only through a miracle did he survive to reach Bugaria, where he managed to blend into the Wasp Kingdom's populace. He had no friends and no respect. All he had was his job cleaning up trash. One day he vanished from the Wasp Kingdom. Nobody cared. When he returned, unrecognizable by all who ostracized him, he commanded such power and charisma. They had no choice but to serve him. Fascinating! Nowhere is that in the game. You're gonna pay for that invasion. Your plans are super over. The fire still hurts a bit, but we can take it now. Time to show him what Team Snakemouth is made of. Vile usurper! Who has led the Wasp Kingdom to ruin? Today, Bugkind will be freed from your villainy. We must not waste this opportunity the Flame Brooch has given us. Give it your all, everyone. Sweet payback. We've been waiting for a good few missions to bring karma upon you. Everyone, even though the flame brooch protects us, don't get careless. We can't afford to lose. The Everlasting King. Although the Everlasting Sapling seemed wilted, it still possessed enough power to morph Hoax into an incredibly powerful form. Commanding the power of the artifacts, the flames, and the sapling, there was no logical way for Team Snakemouth to win. What? Dude. He was nothing. What was the reason then for Hoax's power to eventually run out? Sadly, as the Everlasting Sapling is no more, research cannot be conducted. You dumb jerk! You caused my friends too much trouble. We're gonna save everyone. I'll get the flying artifacts down. I trust you guys with your parts. Everyone, we've never faced a power like this. It's overwhelming, but we stand together. Let us destroy the artifacts as he summons them. We must press on until then. This is it, huh? V, Kabbu, thanks for all the good times. We can feel the artifacts. Let's destroy them as soon as they appear. We cannot stop now. Whew. That is everything. That is everything. I'm pretty sure I read all of these. I hope I read all of these. It was kind of confusing when you got them and when you didn't get them, but I'm pretty sure I went through all of these. But I really wanted to do that because there's just those tiny, tiny lore bits in them, and I really wanted to go through. The lore of this game is so flipping cool and so interesting. You can go through the whole entire game and miss a lot of it. If you don't do the side quests, how much are you missing, right? How much of, like, all of these secrets and this and that are you missing, right? That secret room in the lab. Dude, that changes everything. Absolutely everything. You know, Leif's backstory, the whole thing with where Kabbu comes from, all of these tiny little details, the whole roaches and what they come through, where the Guardians came through. Where did the Guardians go? The land to the east where bugs are like berries. You know, there's all of this stuff. How did bugs become sentient? What was the fire that rained from the skies, the day of reckoning that we got in the lore books? What was all of this stuff? What the fudge are those creatures in the Deadlands? Those things are horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. There's so much more to this world. This world is living and breathing. Every single character, everyone from the tiniest NPC has its own personality, its own speech, and its own story to give. And we only get a tiny little fraction of their story. This guy, we get a fraction of his story. And that's incredible. That's really, really incredible. We're not omnipotent. We don't get everything. We only get the parts that we come across, which is brilliant storytelling. 1,000,000% brilliant storytelling. I am truly, truly, truly upset by the fact that, as far as I have been told, the developers say they are not making any more. That is extremely upsetting. Now, I have been very fortunate in my playthrough where I am one of the few people on YouTube who have played this version of the game. The game did get a large update, and we got a lot of extra stuff that a lot of people who played this game did not get to do. And my playthrough, as far as what I understand on my live stream, I may be the world's first who has 100%ed this game on a stream on YouTube, just because, like, a lot of people have 100%ed this game, but the first version of this game, before all the extra stuff came out, the extra badges, the, you know, the fishing mini game, all of this other stuff of just like, I went through and did absolutely everything. And I love that. Were there battles that I didn't beat? Yes, I don't care. I experienced them, and I don't need to beat them to prove my, you know, to prove my prowess. I am 100% capable of beating them if I wanted to go back. But what you get are little things on the wall in the house. That's fine. That's fine. I have other things to do with my life. I know I could, and it doesn't really do me any good to go back and do them, and it just would take up time. And I got other games to play. I love this game. I truly, truly love this game. A lot of people were asking me, you know, my feelings on this. I have very little complaints. I do have complaints. You know, the platforming is terrible. This is not a game that was good on the platforming, and when the puzzles relied you on platforming, it got frustrating because it's not good platforming mechanics. The puzzles, solving the puzzles was perfectly fine, but the true shining glory of this game is in its story and its characters and how unique they are. And honestly, I think it does a better job in its story and characters and the uniqueness and the amount of unique content than Paper Mario does. I really do believe that. Absolutely. Now, do I like Paper Mario better? I would probably rank Thousand Year Door, Bug Fables, Paper Mario 1, Super Paper Mario, and then on from there. Just because Thousand Year Door has the nostalgia factor. I grew up on that game. I love that game. And it's a little bit cleaner in its mechanics-wise. It knows what it's doing. And, like, there were a couple of disappointing parts where I'm just like, this was set up... I've mentioned this before, but the Coliseum was such a disappointment. I was waiting for Glitzville! And we had, like, one round of fights, and that was it. And I'm like, dude, this was set up to be a huge thing, and we never did anything else with it. I was so excited for that. And I was really sad when that was a big disappointment. Like, there was other stuff where it's set up to have a sequel. This game is set up to have a sequel. But the fact that it doesn't just kind of adds this disappointing factor where you're just like, it's all these loose ends just hanging there. And you're like, man. But I loved this game. I truly loved this game. It's one of the best ones. I mean, it's taken me months and months and months to finish it, and I'm sorry it's taken so long. I wanted to do this just for, like, the lore things. I feel like I could make a game theory lore video on this game. There's so much to it, but it is a fabulous, gorgeous experience. And honestly, developers that are making RPGs should come to this game as examples on how to do it right. How to do it absolutely 100% right. And I wish we had more indie games like this. I really do wish. A lot of people saw my love of Paper Mario and was like, you gotta play Bug Fables, and now I'm sitting here going, here's my love of Bug Fables, what do I do next? But this will be it. This is, I know it's a long one, but like I said, my throat is killing me. I got my tea. It was a lot of reading, but there's all those little tidbits, and I wanted to get the lore properly, because this game hides its deep lore in the tidbits. And it's fascinating, the story, and I love how, like, people's theories of, like, I've gotten comments of, like, all right, what's going on here? What's the theory? I think my personal theory, I'm going to put it right here right before we finish off for the end. I think the world was destroyed in a meteor apocalypse. That's what I think. I don't think humans are around anymore. Because the lore book mentioned fire raining from the sky, right? And after the fire rained from the sky, all of these crystals appeared and suddenly bugs became sentient. Like, fire raining from the sky from a bug perspective could just be like a house fire. It could be, you know, something happened and everything. But the fact that these weird crystals came from the sky and made bugs sentient, and the presence of those weird deadland creatures those are not real creatures, right? No one made them in a lab. The freaky omega thing, alpha, whatever the heck that is with the hand. That is obviously not something that actually exists. It's not a beetle, it's not a bug, it's not an anything. That is horrifying. But the fact that that's there tells me that that is an alien presence. That is something that does not exist in our world. So, a meteor apocalypse that brought something from space wiped out life as we know it. The humans are gone, right? The Giants place is gone. All of the people are we just have the relics of this stuff, right? People are gone, and we just have these remnants. Bugs are now sentient. I think humanity and everything was wiped out by a meteor apocalypse, and those crystals mutated the bugs into sentience and gave us those weird, creepy things. They may even be like alien bugs, right? Whether they're, I don't know if they would be mutated. I would think that they are some sort of like alien bugs. That's what I think happened. And now we just kind of have this society of bugs going on. Some were mutated, you know, some got sentient, some didn't. And so now we have like that whole hierarchy thing and everything like that. And now it's just like they're trying to create civilization the best they can. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. After reading the lore books, after reading all of this stuff, I'm sticking to it. Where the Guardians are, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I don't have a clue, because we don't get anything about it. There is nothing in this game about, like, Guardian Pluto. Nothing in this game. We get one reference to Guardian Mars in the form of a plushie, so we know that bugs are aware of Guardian Mars, but we only know Guardian Venus. And where's the rest of the Sailor Guardians? My hypothesis on that one, honestly, is if we had a sequel, we would find out that these other Guardians are their gods. That's where I think that's where I think the other Guardians are, because of that plushie. So Venus is this continent's god, right? But we know that there are other lands elsewhere. So it would make sense to me that those are those other areas' gods. The thing that is the biggest what in this game, and I would love to know your guys' theories on all of this. Please blow my comments up with what you think of what I'm saying and what you think is actually going on. But to me, the biggest question in this entire game is Guardian Pluto. And I talked about this, I freaked out about this in the live stream when I found that, but we know that the Guardians were created by the roaches 300 plus years ago, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, except for Guardian Pluto. Guardian Pluto was created 30 years ago, 34 I think it was. By who? The roaches are gone. The roaches have been gone for a long time. That laboratory has been abandoned for a really long time. Who made Guardian Pluto 34 years ago? Unless it was this dude standing in front of us. That is the only possibility I can even remotely think about, right? Is it would be this guy in front of us. But that's the years on that is really weird. That is the biggest mystery to me. You have 300 plus years, 300 plus years, 30 years. What happened and why? If I had to ask the developers one question besides, why aren't you making a sequel? That would be what is this about? Because that's the whole mind blown in my head. But yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. God, I want more of this. I have heard someone mentioned, of course it was Stokes. Someone mentioned that like fans are trying to make like Bug Fables Plus is like a fan game or something. If that actually comes out, you know I'll play it. You know I will absolutely play it. I love fan games. But well, hopefully that comes. Fans can make awesome stuff. One of the first games I played on this channel was Undertale Yellow, and that was, whoa! Fan games are great. Love me some fan games, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Before I started, there was one thing else that I wanted to do before I finish this. And this is I know a lot. Thank you everybody who has supported me throughout this whole series. Like, you guys have all been awesome, giving me all of these comments and this and everything like that. But I very, very specifically wanted to thank Stokes. And I wanted to do it for one very, very special reason. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm an itty bitty YouTuber. I'm getting there, but it's slow going. For the longest time in the universe, I was posting videos for over a year, and they would get a couple of views. No one ever commented. And I'd get subscribers every now and then. And then I started posting this series. And then one very special person started watching every single one of my videos, commenting on every single one of them multiple times, giving me advice, giving me funny poetry hints, and all of that. And it was the very first time I felt like a real YouTuber. That, like, someone, I guess, like, was my first fan. And I cannot even begin to describe to you the encouragement that gave me and how that made me feel to just keep going and making stuff, and that people enjoyed watching my videos. So here at the end of Bug Fables, thank you so much, Stokes. Thank you. I'm gonna miss this game. I really am. I'm gonna miss this game. If you guys enjoyed that as much as I did, hit the like button. We all like button. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. In the description below is a link to my Patreon. You can help support the channel so we can keep getting cool, awesome, amazing stuff like this. And I cannot wait to see you guys. Whatever we're gonna do next. I have ideas. I have plans. We'll see. Can't wait to see you there. Bye!